back to the Uprising Network. We are back with another movie review. This time we saw the movie Professor Mack on Netflix.
Yes.
Professor Mack's starring.
Don't say featuring. Don't insult
definitely
her,
not.
please.
I'm not insulting her at all. Lisa Wu from Real Housewives fame.
Yeah.
Real Housewives from Atlanta fame.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Season 1 and 2.
This movie here, this movie review is not going to be that long.
No.
But this movie here was about a woman in her mid-40s who is looking for love, but she's juggling multiple men at the same time.
You know what? I respect it, but also this movie was a weird mix of like interesting and very boring. Like conceptually, yeah, interesting because it's like, oh, you don't really see women like dating multiple men at the same time. That's tight. But I'm like, oh my god, these losers. They were like comically bad men she was dating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's dated 4 guys.
Yes, 4 guys.
For some reason, I only knew 2 of their names.
She never really said their names the entire movie.
You can tell which ones were going to be like the losers because she didn't mention them by name. The first one was like, he was a lawyer, which we found out later. And me and Barry were trying to guess what his profession was because he wore like, what was it, like a sweater and a tie underneath.
Yes.
So Barry said English professor, and that was fucking hilarious.
Because she's a professor as well, so I thought maybe like they worked together in some sort of capacity. But no, he's not an English professor at all. Was he a lawyer? He was a lawyer.
So he's a lawyer, unnamed lawyer. He was a fucking nut who was like, a man should be a man and a woman. Yeah, he was a hotep for sure. He had that,
for sure.
Put a little like a
put
little hat on
him. But he was definitely one of those guys as well.
So
Absolutely.
He was out the paint because she's a woman, especially like a career woman,
is not going to deal with that. Had her own money.
Absolutely not. She's not going to deal
with
that.
Her own career.
No.
She didn't really need you for anything. She just wanted you for companionship. Absolutely.
So the second guy, we could not figure out what he did for a living.
We still don't know.
I mean, technically at the end we found out, I guess bartender, because he didn't really seem like he had a job and he was like really like carefree. So I was like,
very carefree gentleman.
He gotta be like a bartender because I'm like, oh, he's fun.
And most of these movies that we see that we review, like they're like real estate agent, architect.
It's literally real estate agent, architect,
label owner.
Yep, like a record label owner or like a fashion type of thing. Something that's like you're in a position of power but don't have a strict schedule.
Yes.
And he didn't really seem like he had a schedule.
Yeah, I'm scheduled on.
So
He was free. He was available.
Man available.
Yeah.
It turns out at the end he was in school. But,
yes.
But also, what did he do for money? Because he had to. Okay, whatever. He was a dentist.
He was in school he was a dentistry school. So by the end of the movie, in typical I seen it on BET fashion, we are bouncing all over the place. But by the end of the movie, it shows that he had just finished school and he was going to be a dentist.
40-year-old.
A 40-plus-year-old dentist.
Let's say a 46-year-old dentist, which is fine. I mean,
which is fine.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going back to school, but I'm only 25,
whatever.
So whatever.
The world needs dentists, for sure.
I got
Now, the movie is that she's juggling multiple men. The same. She's juggling 4 men. Okay?
So, man number 3.
Yes.
Was actually, we found out, was the director of the movie. He just wore like a backwards hat the whole time.
He wore a leather apple hat. Now, in this moment, I'm going to place a screenshot of his hat.
Right here. Also,
I
think it's funny because his name is Christopher Nolan, but spelled different. Not Dark Knight Christopher Nolan.
Absolutely.
It's Christopher Nolan different.
Now, we reviewed a Christopher Nolan movie. This is the theme. This is the theme. And I remember when we reviewed Pierre Jackson, we like, he did like 9 other movies. This is another Christopher Nolan production.
This show
we fuck with you, Chris, because you're a black man making movies. Whatever, I fuck with you because I want to be able to be a black man making movies at some point. But hey, I think your movies need some work, brother.
You don't need to be in them.
You don't need to be in them.
Because no offense, but he's not hot.
He did not get picked.
He didn't get picked. He got booted out here. So, and then the last man, because it took a long time.
It took a long time to get to character, the 4th nominee.
And that's the only reason why I know his name was Christopher. Okay, so number 2 is Steven. Number 4 is Christopher.
Okay.
Because I just remember her saying
she knew more about me. Knew more about the movie than I did. Because I can't name none of their names. Because she didn't really say their names in the movie.
I just remember saying those 2 names. I don't remember the 1 and 3. So number 4 is.
You said Chris.
Okay, Christopher.
Yeah.
I was like, it was. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So he was like I know these aren't technically. I don't know what the word prejudice is. Maybe what I'm stereotypical. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but it's like it always feels racist anytime like they're obviously African American because it's based in Chicago.
Yes.
Whatever we're African
American.
American.
Movie's based in Chicago.
But anytime they put an African character in these type of movies, it always feels like what Americans think. Oh my god!
With the hair wrap on, she's like throwing like rose petals on the ground, and she's doing the African dance. And I hope I'm not being offensive when I say that. I don't think I am, but that's exactly what she was doing in the movie.
It was very like stereotypical. So that one had like an African. What do you call it? Concierge, I guess.
Yeah. It was African. He had a concierge service featuring Africans. Like now, the woman was the one that was like throwing rose petals on the ground. She was more of the submissive catering type, and then there was a man who was doing the cooking as well. So when they went on a date, it wasn't even a date. It was at home.
All these dates happened at home.
All these dates happened at home. None of these dates happened out in public at all.
Weird.
One of the African men, did he have a hair wrap as well? Okay, he did the cooking as well.
He had it like a so long story short, she decides between 2 and 4, the only characters with names. So number 2 she kind of dumps because he was like, about time, you was dating all these men. But the thing about it is she made an announcement like, yo, I'm ready for a relationship. It was weird how she did it. So she, long story, eliminates 1 and 3, whatever, who cares. She decides to pick between 2 and 4. So when she tells number 2, Steven, the one me and Barry were personally rooting for, that she's picking him.
He seemed more fun as well.
He seemed fun, and he seemed like,
I
like you. Because he was dating around 2. He was dating around 2.
Yes. And they were sharing the information like, yo, this guy here that I'm dating.
It seemed like very healthy.
Yeah, kind of. Very healthy. Like they were in an open relationship. Absolutely an open relationship. And they were talking to each other about their partner.
Yeah.
Well, not partners, but the people
like
they
the
were
people
dating.
Are seeing. Like, let me tell you about this goofy bitch.
Yeah.
So when she kind of announced...
And actually, I'm sorry to disrupt you.
Hey.
They were the only ones having sex with each other.
Yeah!
She was only having sex with one guy, and it was this guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was intimate in a different way with like number 4, like just like laying in bed with, or laying on the couch with him, and it's like they seem to have a pretty okay relationship, but she only had sex with number 2.
Yeah.
But number 2, Steven, when they, like, she's like, I'm ready for a relationship.
Yep, she announced it like...
And he's like, about fucking time, girl. I've been wanting to be with you. And then she got weird and tight about it, and she's like, about time. Like,
it was something he said, though, that changed her mind.
Something to the fact she, like... You're dating all these men.
Yeah.
I'm sick of waiting on all these men. And she's like, all these men. Bitch, you told him that you were dating 4 guys. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. She got upset. She dumped him. And he said some of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard in a movie. He's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. And I was like, you know what, Steven? That's good. But then, he said, I hope you die alone. And I thought, oh.
He did say that on the way out. Like, I hope you die alone.
Wow. So she goes to number 4's house, like, the day. She was crying, too. But then, next scene, she was like, fine, whatever.
Because it seemed like she actually liked him more than any other guy.
I think she said she knew him for a while. But she goes to number 4's house the next day to say the exact same thing. I'm ready for a relationship.
Yep, the guy with the concierge service, the African
Prince, our African Prince Christopher.
Yes.
Which is a very traditional African name.
Christopher's African name?
Just
funny.
Okay.
All right.
No, it's not.
Okay.
So she goes over there, and he's like, "Oh, perfect." And then it's like very stereotypical of like traditional like African values of what Americans think. Like, "Oh, I want you to have 1,000 children." Bless you.
Excuse me.
I want you to have 1,000 children, and you're going to be a housewife. And remember, she has a career. She's a career woman. She's a professor. Woman.
Also, remember, she's mid-40s. She's not having multiple children.
No, she might have 1 kid.
She might have one pregnancy.
You know what? If we're lucky.
We might be able to squeeze twins out of this.
Yes. It'd be twins.
But she had to be on, like, bed rest the entire time.
It was very unrealistic for her to have multiple, like, he said, like, 4 kids. No, that's not happening. But she, it was, like, typical, like, oh, I want to have multiple kids and be a housewife. And so she wasn't fucking with it because, this bitch been in college and has a career. Also, we only saw 1 scene of her ever being a professor.
Yes, the opening scene was the only time we seen her with her students. And the way they opened it, it was like, okay, these people are going to have like a role in through the movie.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So she dumps him, and then she's like, "Oh my god, I made a mistake. I should have picked number 2. No, I should have put Steven, I guess."
Yeah. But the thing is, she dumped number 2, and then she went to number 4, and he wasn't rolling with that idea. Then she went back to number 2.
And you know what number 2 said? Absolutely. And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he was
She
down
is
for
powerful.
Powerful.
You know what I mean?
Now, let's go back earlier in the movie. We're bouncing around again.
Uh-huh.
Earlier in the movie, they had I won't say a one-night stand, but they met and then they had sex that night, and then the next morning they woke up together and he said, I love you.
I love you.
He told her he loved her. Like,
when I saw this, I didn't know that she was already dating that man. I thought, oh my god.
Yeah.
Also, I don't even think number 1 and 2 look the same, but for some reason, the way the movie was filmed, it kind of seemed like the same person.
Number 1 was Hotep for sure. Hotep for sure. If you don't know what Hotep is, he is the one that has like a kufi. If you're on social media, you know what a Hotep is. Like, yo, a man, a woman has to be submissive to a man, and she has to listen to what a man says. It's like,
I don't care.
All right, bro, like, cool for you, but she isn't rolling with that idea, and she dropped him. You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear why she dropped him? What he said, Tara?
I don't remember.
I don't remember what context this was in, but she said something about, like, I mean, he's like, oh, is it because you have no daddy in your life? And I said, what the fuck?
I didn't catch that.
He's like, oh, because you don't have a father? And she said,
wow. Okay, I didn't catch that.
What?
That's funny in the movie context, not in real life, but the movie context.
In real life, it's sad, but, like, it's fucking...
He's sad, that's her. That is
like,
funny. Especially when you watch the movie and you see what he looks like, you know.
A ding dong.
She said his beard looks fake.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think his beard looks fake. It's just like
he
super
had
lined up.
Beautify, that app.
Yeah, he had his beard.
Beardify.
Super lined up.
It was it's literally like here to here.
Yeah.
Beard. All through.
Yeah.
I hated that movie.
It wasn't necessarily a great movie, but to kind of sum it up, it's like if you watched, I don't say Flavor of Love, but it's in the same sense of Flavor of Love where she has multiple options and then by the end she has to choose.
Long episodes.
So she kind of, like I said, she cut one guy. She announced that she ready with a relationship. And she cut him off, jumped to the African prince who assumingly has more money and more people working for him and everything. And that didn't work out, so she jumped back to the guy. And he came back to her house with a Detroit versus everybody hoodie on, which was like...
That was fun.
That was fun, but the movie took place in Cleveland. Chicago, excuse me. Chicago. And it was like... oh, wait, hold on. Pause for a second. We jumped through like 5 movies.
I could not decide on
to
one
get to this movie. Like, literally, like 5 movies.
The first movie we watched wasn't bad enough to be, like,
it wasn't bad.
It wasn't
Plug
bad.
Love, Detroit, no, not Plug Love.
No.
Birthday Behavior. Detroit movie. Shout out to Moolah Films. Y'all did a great job on it.
I sponsored this show because I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Plug Love, I was like, this doesn't even seem that bad either.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. So we let's move to something terrible.
Yeah, and then we tried to watch a movie based in, like, Cleveland and fuck Ohio, so I was just
was
like...
it like Love Swag or something? Husband, wife swag.
I'm sorry, you're right. We tried to watch a movie called Love Swag. It was so like low budget that I didn't get through 10 minutes of it. Then we tried to watch a movie called Heights Girl, which is based in Cleveland Heights, fuck Ohio, like I said. And then I was like, you know what, Professor Mack.
Professor Mack. We literally skipped through like a handful of movies.
We watched the whole thing of Birthday Behavior too. I was like,
we watched the whole thing of Birthday Behavior, but we're not going to review it because it was like...
It was good.
Yo, we really enjoyed it. The thing is...
The acting was good.
The acting was good. The way it was shot was okay.
It was not bad. It wasn't that bad. It was just like weird lighting at the most.
Weird lighting. The only thing we were really judged was the characters, and that was in the writing. And I think that was purposely done. Yeah. So that was like, whoever wrote the movie did a great job with that.
It was actually
and we actually loved like one of the main characters. We think that she was like, oh my god, like.
And I liked the supporting characters too.
Supporting characters as well. She saw herself in every character in the movie.
Depressingly, I was like,
she saw herself in every character.
Who was dating that married man? No, I
did not the one that was dating the married man. But other than that, every time, most times that even the guy was saying certain things, she's like, oh my god, I would say something like that.
The only thing, which was like a Detroit movie. The only thing that wasn't Detroit, no one had buffs on.
No one had buffs on. Well, one guy had buffs on. I didn't see buffs one time. No, it was like somebody else in like
whatever
or something like that.
And the only thing I'm like, sick, you getting off like this. No one said that.
Nobody said sick.
And this
you
was
getting
from
off like
2019, so I'm
but there was much more Detroit lingo in the movie as well. Nobody said sick you getting off like this, and there was no buffs in there. Our initial plan was to watch Buffed Up, but we are going to watch that at some point because I know she will enjoy that. I know she will.
I don't know if that's like enjoy in a bad way or a good way.
No, great way.
I'm optimistic
great
about
way.
it. Anyway, this movie sucked. It's truly no birthday behavior, but
yeah. So Professor Mack out of 5.
Why do I always forget the ratings? Is 5 the worst or the best?
5 is the best.
Best in terms of bad, right?
Best in terms of bad.
Wait, you go first.
I give it 3.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
Very in between. It wasn't good.
It wasn't good
bad.
enough to be like, oh, this is like a movie that's good. Yeah. But it wasn't also bad enough to be like.
Of course, there were a couple like familiar faces in it.
Lisa Wu was
literally only a couple. Lisa Wu and
Jackie Christie.
Basketball wise.
Oh,
and she was only in one scene.
I hate her. It was such a weird scene that she was just like, "Hey, girl."
And she didn't say much either.
No, she didn't have a lot of lines. I hate Jackie Christie though. I want her ass to be beat every single season of Basketball Wives, and you can quote me on that. Jackie Christie, I hope you get beat the fuck up.
I'm not hit to
Basketball Wives. You old to be from my feet. I hate her. I love Basketball Wives.
Yeah. But I give it a 3. We both agree on that. It wasn't good in the sense of like a 5. Wasn't Hall of Fame worthy, but it wasn't bad either.
It middled. I know 3 is not half of 5, whatever.
Yeah, for sure. It's in between.
It's okay, 2.5, whatever. It's very middle. It's very baseline.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
It doesn't make you feel a way either way. It wasn't bad like Pierre Jackson. It wasn't bad like, what other movie were you?
I Got the Hookup is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
But it was so bad, but it was good. I Got the Hookup so bad, it was good. That's still Hall of Fame worthy for us. Professor Mack it's not
in middle. It wasn't that good, but
it's not I Got the Hookup 2 worthy. No, I Got the Hookup 2 is still the bar for our show.
We have to we should do a award show at the end of the like the Razzies. You know, they give the
yeah. Right now, I Got the Hookup 2 is going to sweep every category.
I don't care.
Absolutely. But Professor Mack is number 2 of all the movies we saw. Out of the movies we saw, it's I Got the Hookup 2, Professor Mack. No?
The Christmas one. Fucking
is Mr.
weird.
Over...
Mrs. Christmas is
over Professor Mack?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
I don't care. I don't like it.
There you have it, my co-host. Yep. That's it. We do have a movie that somebody recommended for us to watch.
What is it?
I don't remember what it was. But one of our viewers, I hate to say fans, but one of our viewers said, like, yo, y'all should please review.
Tweet it. Please tweet
fill
us.
in the blank. I don't know what it is, but we will watch it.
Comment on the Instagram, tweet us, whatever. Please remind us.
We will watch it. I don't remember what it was, but
I had another one.
I want to comment on the YouTube for sure.
Shanice, please respond to this. My friend Shanice, she tweeted. She texted me, she's like, you should watch, and it was like, it's called like Sex and Something, and I'm like, it was the Amazon movie.
Okay.
And it was fucking wild.
What we learned about Amazon is that literally anybody can throw their movie on
That's why I watched, that's why we cycled through like 5 movies.
Anybody can throw their movie on Amazon Prime. Literally. Netflix has more of a standard filter. You can't just throw your movie on Netflix. Amazon Prime?
Not
you can throw anything on Amazon Prime.
Any fucking thing on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. Okay, so that wraps it up. If, like I said, we do have to review whatever movie that is. Somebody specifically said we need to watch. Our next time we will see that movie. We cycle through. Shout out to Moolah Films in Detroit. Y'all are doing a great job.
Absolutely.
We still have to watch Buffed Up.
Yeah, we won't even negative. We won't say anything.
No, and I said that before we watched Birthday Behavior. If it was bad, I couldn't shit on it. But literally, it was not a bad movie. It was not a bad movie.
Nope.
It was not bad. Shout out to what's her name? The lead character. Wasn't it Ryan? Jessica Ryan.
She was so hot.
Jessica Ryan, you look good in Birthday Behavior.
You look good.
You look good.
I like all of them, but Jessica, we were like, wow.
The only thing we had negative to say about Birthday Behavior was your outfits. What the fuck y'all have on?
It was wild. It was
what
like
the fuck
a
y'all have
bad
on?
Detroit boutique. We're not going to name any of them.
Yeah.
But it was a bad Detroit boutique.
Yeah, that neck piece you had on the entire movie is like, what are we doing?
A lot of bad.
But other than that, you look
pieces.
good, baby girl. You look good. You look good. All right, so until next time, check us out. Support the Uprising Network. This is Jasmine. Check her out on Dinner Party for JB. She's going to have some new shows coming soon.
It's me.
Check out the Uprising Network. We got some new shows coming soon. The rebrand is January, whatever the fuck. Check out Gotta Eat and Ladies Love Lyrics and other shows on the network. See you soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye.